Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Nur Syafika binti Syarin. My ID number is 572121205155. Today, I want to present about the e-learning online. My group member is...
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, before I continue the presentation, let me introduce myself. Okay, my name is Nur Farisha Idina binti Izhar and my ID number is 572121202113.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Sarahida binti Saidi. My ID number is 5721212030.
Nur Haniza binti Yusuf 572121202326.
Tell you about introduction e-learning online. E-learning is a more interesting and a digital of the latest revolution. It's the field of education that does not lag behind in the undergoing a transformation toward pedagogy digitally. Online learning is a technology that uses the latest technology tools such as a laptop, mobile phone, and LCD. Other than that, we are agree with the statement of the English e-learning has a many benefit towards a student and lecturer, but there are some problems at the online learning is a term of the student who are weak in the English and any subject. However, there are a few advantages and disadvantages e-learning online. Do you know we have a several content which is the summary of the original article, advantage and disadvantage of the online learning, and experience in online learning. Last but not least, how did you deal with the problem related to online learning? So, I will give my next presentation is the Farisha.
Okay, now I will continue the presentations, which is the summary. Okay, the use of e-learning in the teaching and learning process in higher institutions in Malaysia has not been a new approach. It is used especially for private higher institutions because these private college universities serve students who study part-time. Okay, our lecturers face the problem of weak students unable to learn English. By using the technology like e-learning, English subject will be something interesting to the students. Weak students can have a chance to learning English by using online tools personally with the help of the lecturer. E-learning is of strategic importance and is an effective method that should be blended into schools learning mix. Okay, lecturers should be equipped with e-learning skills to manage e-learning environment. These skills are most effectively gained by learning with technology. States that technology is not only an aid tool in teaching learning process, but also to foster peer learning. It means that using e-learning, students will develop critical thinking skills among them.
University of Kuala Lumpur already facilitates each campus with e-learning facilities. Still, not all lecturers are ready to use e-learning in their teaching process. This study was carried out to examine Unikl English lecturer red line in the uses of e-learning. English lecturer of Unikl will be given an online questionnaire on the uses of e-learning in their teaching process. The overall finding of this research show that English lecturers more prefer face-to-face classes to medium to teach the English. The study revealed a positive relationship between the facilities of e-learning at the Unikl and English lecturer acceptance of using e-learning. Most of all the college and university in Malaysia have been set up with high-tech technology to run online courses. Moodle is a new e-learning tool that allows lecturers to upload videos to students. There were no policy in Malaysia that served as a guide to Malaysia University to integrate e-learning into their education system. Most of the public students have a combination of face-to-face season with the lecturer and e-learning season. Teachers and students communicate visually via e-learning, and this is predominant feature of learning process. This is a different from traditional class in which instructor and learner engage in face-to-face interaction. In English subject, lecturer can ask the student to submit their assignment online. English is a compulsory subject in all university and college in Malaysia, so the number of students per lecturer is always high.
Not all English lecturers at Unikl prefer to use e-learning. Think is difficult to handle. Reluctant users are late adopters who are suspicious of innovation and of change agent. Admin director and lecturer must consider the role that e-learning will play in their program. Will it constitute the primary philosophical and pedagogical thrust of the program, or will it serve as an alternative activity for lecturer to use in their classroom? Careful consideration of this issue will increase the likelihood that learning will successfully incorporated into an ESL program with positive outcome.
Okay, now I will explain the advantage from e-learning. Okay, first, the advantage from e-learning is can reduce the cost of expenses for each student. For example, to primary school student, their parents actually do not have to spend the money to their children due to the existence of pandemic COVID-19. This is because the beginning of online learning that do at home, so that parents can reduce the cost of expenses for their children. Okay, the next advantage is can enabling direct interaction with students to be done. Okay, for example, applications such as Google Meet and Teams can connect online learning between teachers and students. This is because since the pandemic of COVID-19, all types of institutions have had to use online learning.
The next advantage is e-learning can save student and lecturer time. As we know that e-learning can save the time which is the student can learn to access content anywhere and anytime. They do not need to take time out from their job to attend their class. For example, students study part-time, so it makes easy to learn any place or anywhere. However, e-learning is also cost-effective for university, save and substitution amount of the travel and accommodation cost of the board learns and instructional as well as the banner and material. Other than that, the student and lecturer can have a live discussion through e-learning. This is easy, comfortable, and save time for both the student and lecturer. The next advantage is eagerness for self-experience online. Eagerness for self-experience online, for example, when students use e-learning as the main platform in producing coursework or setting all learning assignment online. It can train students to familiarize themselves with online learning. However, lecturer can ask students to include all the assignment given in e-learning. So, has to be an example other students can do the same. It will also motivate students then try to produce or learn to handle tasks online.
In online learning, have many disadvantages. So, this is the advantages of online learning. The first is too much spent in front of a computer screen. Too much spent in front of a computer screen can cause poor vision, strain injuries, and other physical problems. According to Emmanuel Stamekis' research, people who spend more than 4 consecutive hours a day in front of a computer and television have a 125% higher chance of dying than those who spend time with outdoor activities. The second of disadvantages of online learning is inability to focus on screen. For many students, this is one biggest challenge of online learning. Is the struggle with focusing on the screen for long period of time. The third of disadvantages of online learning is technology issue. Technology issue is like internet connectivity. Many students have facing this problem, and I think it's the bigger challenges for those students who stay in Terengganu, Sabah, and Sarawak. The last of disadvantages in online learning is sense of isolation. In online class, there are minimal physical interaction between students and lecturers. According to 2018 national survey by China, the loneliness have reached an all-time with height nearly half of 20,000 US adults reporting they sometimes or always feel that relationships are not meaningful and they feel isolated, alone, or depressed.
Okay, for experience of online learning is first time management. Okay, second is adaptability struggle. Okay, for time management, as online course require a lot of time and intensive work. Okay, for adaptability struggle, traditional classroom and face-to-face instructor training to computer-based training.
The next experience of online learning is self-motivation, which is self-motivation is an e-learning essential requirement. However, many online learners lack it, much to their surprise. After enrolling in distance learning course, many learners fall behind and natural the idea of giving up. Has difficult in handling a technological medium also seem insurmountable. Students need to find the motivation to follow the new education trend and also properly equip themselves for future challenge in their education and career. Only a positive attitude will help then overcome the challenge in e-learning. Through this is hard to practice. Students need to understand that it's necessary in order to wrap the e-learning has benefit in. Last but not least, experience of online learning is technical issue. Many students are not provided with the high bandwidth of the strong internet connection that online courses require and thus fail to catch up with their virtual classmates. Their weak monitor made it hard to follow the course management system and their learning experience become their problem. Moreover, most of them live off campus and find it difficult to keep in touch with the technical requirement of the chosen course. Some of them do not even own computer and seek help in learning resource center for the technical assistance. The only solution to this problem is knowing exactly what kind of the technological support they will need for a certain course before enrolling in it, as well as properly equipping themselves for the course successful completion.
How do you deal with problem-related online learning? First, increase knowledge and improvement skill. The willingness to use information technology is a person perception of his ability to efficient and effective plan, executive and accomplishing IT-related activity. In their profession and life, those who are professional in the use of information technology will be more successful and effective. To promote the learning process, students who use online learning approach need to manpower themselves with information technology ability. The important to student in the content of learning can no long be disputed. Number 2, flexible time management. Student will also reduce the burden they face by healthy diet, adequate exercise and rest. Online learning approach provides students with a range of resources that enable students to implement them effective. Social habits such as socializing with relatives and friends need to be ignored. Support for family and friends is quite important for students to follow online learning process more successfully. The key value of method online learning is the learn can access learning anywhere and wherever. Number 3, improvement communication network. Students can use the internet and interact across global border with the sophistication of information and communication technology today. It has the potential to vehiculatively improve collaboration between students and increase self-reflection in the content of online group learning. Last point, number 4, increase self-motivation. Stress that is not properly controlled will have several negative consequences for the course of learning. In order to handle the stress by their phase, structure, time, and schedule management is often clinical for students. There is no reason for students to leave a regular job or cut working hours only to attend lecture. There is no particular time need for online learning method depending on the suitability of the period decided by the student. Student can access teaching to do revision at any time and anywhere. Thank you.
Okay, this is conclusion. In conclusion, there are many Unikl students do not agree about e-learning. This is because many problems that they have to face during pandemic of COVID-19. Okay, more of them feeling burdened with online learning because some of them have to go back to their campus to complete the assignment given. This is also because at their home area they do not have a fast internet network. The researchers also found that many as 60 students actually who disagree with online learning. So, based on this article review, the lecturer have to explain to the students about e-learning, because some of them do not understand about online learning. Okay, for example, how to make mock meeting, how to submit the assignment, okay, based on way online and so on. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.